Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another Christmassy makeup. We're going to do eyeshadow again today. I am going to focus this video today mainly on just the eyes because I know it gets a bit boring watching me do my skin every time because we basically do the same thing, and I've basically shown you most of the products that I go to every time I do my skin. So I think today we're going to focus on eyes and going through the detailing and a really in-depth eye tutorial basically. And then I'll show some lips as well because that's always interesting. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. So let's get straight into the makeup. So I've just gone off camera and I've done my eyebrows, carved them out with a bit of concealer, and I used the Jeffree Star Magic Star concealer. And then I have just done a bit of skin prep so that it can soak into the skin while I'm doing the eyes. Please excuse how big the eyebrows look. Did some soap brows, but obviously I want it to be big and bold with the big eyeshadow that we're doing, so hopefully it will tie in together at the end. So to start, I'm just taking my Jeffree Star Pricked palette, and there's a few like browny red shades in here, but to start off I'm just going to take this shade here, and this one is called Forged. So I'm just taking a bit on a fluffy brush and we're just going to create a transition shade with that. As I go through these steps, I'm literally just going to replicate it on the other eye as well. It's also quite good to move from one eye to the other through each step just for symmetry. You can get them pretty similar if you work one step at a time. I'm still trying to keep the eyeshadow quite rounded rather than winged, but we do also want to bring it out quite far because we are going to do a little illustration and we want that to be on the flat skin rather than on the eyelid. I've just gone in and I've built up the colour using that same shade from the Jeffree Star palette. And now I'm moving on to another red shade, and this is from the Drop Dead Gorgeous palette, but this is just the red shade I'm going to go in with for a bit more depth. I don't really have a palette that has just like loads of reds, whereas you can have a neutrals palette that has loads of browns. So I'm just going in with the same fluffy brush. So I'm just taking this and I'm just gonna build it up on the lid area, and I'm not gonna put any of this product on the outside edge, obviously, because we don't want it to block out the blend. So I'm mostly patting it in around my eyelid shape, and then when there's no product left on the brush here, we will just do some little blending in circular motions to transition the two shades together. So next I'm just going in with my Carnival Beauty Bay palette, and we're just using like a mix of this dark red shade and this burgundy red shade, and we're just going to build up those red colours, and then we're going to go in with some darker colours as well. And I'm just taking the black shade from this palette, and it's called Black Magic, and I am going to take this on a small brush this time, and I'm going to get quite a bit of product, but I also don't want too much, so we're just going to work slowly with it. So I'm just going to focus that towards the lash line and start bringing it up in a curved motion. And then I'm just going to take another small brush to try and blend that into the red. Now I'm just taking this little flat brush from Morphe, and we're going in with that same Drop Dead Gorgeous palette, and I'm just taking this really shimmery red, and it's basically just going to go on the inside of the eyes up until the black. So I basically just got some on the end of the flat brush. And I'm just dabbing it into that product so that it picks quite a bit up. And then we don't really need to cut this crease for this or anything, because we want it to blend quite nicely. And I'm just basically going to smudge it onto the red. And I'm just going to do the same on the other eye. And I'm also just making sure that all the edges are blended with what was a clean fluffy brush, but now obviously where it's blended the product is picked some up. And now I'm just going in with this Aflano or Affiano, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a Neons, Shimmers and Glitters palette, and it's just got loads of already adhesive glitters. I'm just going to go in with this shade. I'm going to add a bit of the glitter to the inner corners. Now this is slightly reddish pink. On the camera it's showing up more red, so I'm hoping that it will show up quite red on the red eyeshadow, but it has got a hint of bright pink. And I'm just going to leave that shimmer for now, and if we want to add a bit more at the end we will. Now I'm just taking some small brushes and some little face paints, and I'm basically going to be drawing in on the inner part of my eye a little candy cane loop. So we're going to start with white, and then we're going to go in with some red stripes afterwards as well. So I am going to like speed up this process, but you'll still be able to see what I'm doing because I'm basically just drawing it in. And then obviously we're going to curve it round, so now I'm just going to go and do the other eye off camera. These are the two eyes done, and now I'm moving on to drawing a little bow on the edge of the eyeshadow. So we're going to take those same three little mini paintbrushes that we used the second go, but instead this time I'm using some colours from this little oil palette. I'm just taking some of that red colour, I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. I'm just going to take a small painting brush and get some of that product on the brush. And then I'm just going to start out by drawing a bow. And then I'm just taking a lip brush with some red shadow on it, and I'm just going to set that oil paint so that we don't transfer it anywhere. And then I'm just going to take some black as well on a really small brush. I'm going to start adding in some shadow in. And then we're just going to go in and add some highlights as well. And then I'm just taking some red shadow to blend in where we've put the highlights so that it doesn't look so random. So that's the little finished bow. I'm going to go replicate this on the other side and then do the face, and I will come back to you. This is both of the eyes done. Before I move on to the rest of the face, I'm just going to curl my lashes, put on some mascara. So for mascara today, I'm just using my MAC Stack Mascara in black. And I'm just going to do my top lashes because obviously I can't do my bottom lashes till I've done my skin. And as always, a lash would look great with this eyeshadow, but I just can't be bothered. I just prefer to have mascara on, to be honest. And especially if I was wearing this out, I don't think I would particularly go for a lash on myself. So now I'm just going to go in with my Rimmel London eyeliner pencil, and this is just black. I'm just going to take it into my waterline. I'm just going to pull down my lid and just draw. And now that the eyes are done, I am just going to go off camera, quickly do my skin makeup. I will come back to you for the under eyes and the lips. So guys, these are the eyes and the skin. Looking very glowy, looking very full coverage. We're going to move on to lips now. I did say I was coming back to do some under eye eyeshadow. I ended up just smoking out the lower lash line. And I think it complements it pretty well. So all that's left is lips and to set. So for lips today, I'm just taking this Brown Doll Beauty lip liner. I used this in my last video as well. So I'm just going to line my lips pretty much. This liner has to be one of the best liners I have actually ever used. It just goes on so creamy. Whereas I find some lip liner pens can be quite woody and like chalky to put on, but this one is very creamy and it goes on very easily. So to blend that into my lips to create like a little ombre thing, I'm basically just taking this little Morphe brush. But I'm basically just going to blend this into my natural skin lip colour. And this just sort of gets rid of that harsh line without having to add any other colour. Like so. And then for clear gloss, I'm just using this collection Gloss Me Up Juicy Infusions, and I have used the strawberry one multiple times in my videos, and this one is with coconut oil, so it smells like coconut. So I'm just gonna put that on my lips. Wow, that really does smell like coconut. And yeah, these are the finished lips. I'm just gonna do a quick spritz of this Barry M Fresh Face setting spray. And this is the finished look. Really love how it turned out. I'll probably add in a few clips of the makeup here, and then I'll see you back for the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want more videos like this. Obviously we skipped up the whole skin section, but I have got plenty of videos on the skin that I created, and I can obviously always replicate this skin. I think my skin looks pretty similar in most of my videos. I did use the same products as I do normally. And yeah, today's video was just about the fun eyes, and yeah, hopefully we'll be keeping up with the Christmas content, obviously because Christmas is approaching. It is a little bit early at the moment, but we may as well get in the looks while we can. And I don't know, to some people this might not be early because it is November. So yeah, anyway, I will see you guys again next week in another video, and don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment, and yeah, I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.